Indeed, that yet, I can even contend that, to be sure, is that there is a way to accommodate for such a peaceful takeover from what is going on beneath most corners of one's being, even though caught in life's tornado.
Don't forget to subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos.
We can be excited in part by Stoicism to guard what we are able to, but are likewise urged to see that that is the means of our asset world. Impeccable and undisrupted functioning, but does not occur as that, because that alongside which behind the scenes thought action happens, it masks a sense of peace in this special area. This promotes a healthier, more productive life. These principles are the way you are not panicking or killing yourself, trying to get shit done in the next 5 hours. But Jax Teller's style, son of anarchy. It is your reaction to whatever happens, and it all boils down to choices and absolutely nothing more than the actions taken. Safeguards like these can literally save you from yourself. I stumbled upon my principle, or rather, through the philosopher Epictetus, on which our conception of happiness and freedom is grounded. We control only some parts of ourselves or life, other probably not. So literally, here is what you want to be, to reach indifference for happiness and eventually success. So, what is left? Just focus on the rest, and the power will come automatically. So what rest and power? Otherwise, you probably already and guessed it by now. The controllable. What does that mean? We cannot not control the weather, but whether or not carry an umbrella. We cannot control how many times it is acted, but we definitely make the decisions behind or reactions. A slight shift in perspective makes all the difference. A slight shift in perspective makes all the difference. So, a traffic jam. You keep spinning your wheels, and now you are pretty mad. Don't let this anger get in the middle. Can that be effective in a traffic jam? No. That said, you can decide how that time will be spent. I'll listen to an awesome podcast in the middle of traffic on the congestion. Breathing podcast, which may include a breathing technique which can reduce stress that turn negative stress into peace. Simultaneously, we have lots of deadlines at work, are stressed about our relationships or the lack thereof. Feel that emotion and then suppress it. Divide tasks to subtasks as small you can. Focus on what you can control and learn how to accept everything is not going according to plan. A less stressful and more rewarding way of life. Now, this is not a philosophy on governing your daily frustrations. For us to take on even tougher challenges, it comes back down to the realizations about what we cannot control in our lives. An understanding that has helped me deal with a long string of unexpected life changes, including loss of one job after another, or facing disability from serious illness. Then, it enables us to place our attention on what we can truly own for ourselves, in contrast of being stuck over something that is out of control. You will hear this twice now, by Funny Fire. You know that there is clarity coming out of the inside. You waste less brain cycles or power to concern yourself about things outside of your control. And so you are thinking smarter while making better decisions. It is also considered good for emotional sustainability, responding instead of reacting to everything around you. This will help soothe too much angst. The second massive benefit to this is better decisions and handling genuine issues without all that other stuff at the top of your head too. Well, better life, personal as well, professional as well. Professional about it. Questions. How do you implement these lessons to the daily grind of life? So the initial thing you are, in fact, going to do is nothing like how cognition works. It begins with mindset, knowing your likes, dislikes, and opinions. And when you begin to feel a hint of annoyance or stress, just stop and ask yourself, does this depend on me? If you said no, start working on getting rid of it. He tried to see the part. I tried to see the part, IA. Another tool is journaling. It means, if nothing else, as the day ends, think out instances that got you irked, insult. Write down the manageable and uncontrollable. This can gradually lead to a prepare to play mentality. Meditation is another amazing one, even if it's just for a few minutes every day. Mediation taught me how to become more present and regain control over the mental junkyard in my head. There are many guided meditations you can find that echo this very sentiment. It could be also useful for you to become part of a tribe, a like-minded community. Sharing your experience with others may even be an inspiration, and you might gain some lessons in life from this group of people. A journey is a long one, so encouraging people who are in with you, online forums, local groups, social media. The leaders of organizations that live these principles are given this inner peace, allows them a life less caught in circles like hurricanes, thereby opening a live approach and more depth for each leader. My challenge to you is to start finding those in your life. Practice living the principles and watch it change your state of mind. Do this daily, so work together where you can, right? Let's begin this post by looking into the aspects and applications of principles in life. Personal relationships. It does the one thing that really matters: relationships between people. Justice. Beside the fact that relationships feel like at times can either be a joy to cultivate and engage in, or just wear you down. Misunderstandings, disagreements, and expectations burden with them what they feel are the rule. We have to be careful about what we create and put out. If we ever want to improve in our relationship, then it will start focusing on our behavior, not always complaining how difficult everything is. Instead, let us work on ourselves. Mostly we can listen better, speak clearer, and then respond with empathy. If someone you love is mean to you, remember when, yes, it is human to act on impulse. Consider this: can I shut their mouth? Dammy, that part of it, but how I react. Answer based on whatever morality you prescribe to, and which leads most effectively. No. Professional life. What does this has to with your play? Fulfillment in the world, staying on track as an employee, manager, or entrepreneur when the world is falling apart. Basic nature. Conflicts can happen, for example, in a teamwork. Make sure you are staying the drama with a good harmony. Most of you are already. So lead, listen well, and fix things together. Indeed, sometimes things will not go how you planned when it comes to working on a project. So instead of feeling like a failure, focus on what you can control if you can get someone to change it. Ask for feedback and do another. Whatever that something is, it has to be good for you and must separate from the pack in some way that will allow more fortune. 3. Personal growth and the self-help jargon bugbear. You do a lot of growing. While loosely based around all of these principles, following them would reduce your build time from a few minutes to seconds. Learning and following the sleep will be easier if you focus on yourself. Your actions. Choose attainable goals. Refrain from even trying to be the best. Those are big garden goals. Begin small. Intend on learning something new daily. One something new daily. One something new daily by doing things differently, each from daily practice. Get feedback. Own these experiences that knock you down and become stronger from them. Because they're just having a clearance sale, but turn the next time something breaks into what can I learn? How can I improve from this? They are the sorts of people and creatures who view barriers as opportunities. Health and well-being. Apply the same principles of check and limit onto another area they are designed for, health. Now, you cannot do much about how your health is going, but what I will look at in the lifestyle interventions are how we could be healthy, diet and exercise, stress management. And all you have to do is give your best, and life will happily deliver what is right for you. Instead, spend your time focusing on health-promoting behaviors that you can actually impact, rather than spending the whole day stressing over things, other people, or the weather outside of your locus of control. For everyone, keep conscious, no matter what. Peace means eat well and balanced diet. Day 3. It is almost always a good idea. Tear the heart as you cook or go to bed after every meal. Fortify mutual cooperation. Nourish balance between fragility within him. In case we do become ill, well, just manage as best we can and get on with it. All right then, walk forward. Request expert tips, and in addition, follow the idea. A lot more above, take some other steps to public health games for healthy life yourself. We can iterate on this to get better results and better qualities of life. Financial management. One such common goal is financial stability, but it seems a bit easier said than done. This way, you can be more aware of how to make better financial decisions within your power. Set a budget and follow it. Wrapping up budgeting, saving and investing like a pro, that your worry shouldn't be on the short-term market movements to develop a strong portfolio grounded by us economy, investments, and make sure you can buy within convenient price. Think about what is going to happen when things go off the rails financially. It could be an unexpected expense, or perhaps your income suddenly becomes unreliable. Go back at your budget, pick up other sources of income, and start attacking that debt. Taking proactive measures like this allows you to stay in the game or field longer, earn an income, and have it all. Community involvement. Volunteer in your community. A reason for living is having a sense of purpose. But you can transform through the principle of thinking about what you are getting in this life and how to go with your folks. Find causes and non-profits that move you. Support. Work with a group that is helping the indigenous to get their voices heard, or volunteer for holding chutes. It stays right here. Quake and struggle into this weary, limping day. It only begs one thing, that difference you alone may bring. Connect with like-minded people. Conclusion. All owe my works. Elevate each other. Erase the individuality of humans. Are you saving you from depression? So the idea is that we actually magnify your ability to give and turn it into real-world outcomes. In conclusion, those 3 steps should free your mind a lot from distractions and the emotionality behind them, as well lead you one step closer to consistent productivity. In living these principles, we can create a peaceful unity, solitary and whole. Regardless of the turnings, life brings us counsels about how to do so, abundant expressions, whose fruit is miraculous, far beyond even our capacity for imagining, both in rendering life more enjoyable through our existence within it, as well as heightening the likelihood that something great might get done here. But go ahead. I challenge you to live those words. Practice showing up in life as if the never-ending supply of worth was shinier inside than any shimmering thing on your arm. Please share your experiences and observations in the comments. Thus, you and me, happier, prosperous life from now on myself. We are so grateful you have joined us on this path of learning and self-improvement. If you wish to continue receiving specific ideas and implementation, that creates results. Subscribe. Peace and thanks until then. Good beings.
Don't forget to subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Thank you for watching this video and see you next time.